Sometimes I'm asked, what is the type of game I hate the most? After all, I'm playing every game in a system's library, so I also have to play things that I despise. I don't like baseball games, but now I've played roughly 75 different 8-bit baseball games. People get the impression I don't like Mahjong, but that's really a situation where there's just too many Mahjong games rather than not liking the genre. Playing one every couple of months would be just fine for me, but we're going to have a lot more than that in the PC Engine library. The genre that I really hate the most is casino games. There's two primary reasons for that. First, they are all the same. You go into a casino, there's the exact same games that play the exact same way, and you will have to search pretty far for any creativity. The other thing is, games that you find in casinos are bad games. And of course, that's because good game design is kind of antithetical to a casino. They want to extract money from people at a certain rate, and the games are set up specifically for that. Having actual games of skill would bankrupt a casino in a week. The only reasons that you'd ever want to play these games is the chance of winning money, or because you're an addict. A video game in your home replicating that casino experience isn't going to satisfy someone for either of those. These casino games always feel to me like some executive is sitting around going, okay, what game can we make cheap to plug a hole in our lineup? Someone goes, well, how about gambling? That's easy. And then 4 weeks later, they send whatever casino game they made off to manufacturing. Still, we're here, so let's take a look at King of Casino in particular. There are 3 modes available when you start: Normal, Quick, and Party. Quick mode just tosses you directly into one of the games. Party is a multiplayer specific mode where you compete to see who can reach a certain amount of cash first. And of course, Normal mode is what you'd play regularly. There's still multiplayer in Normal mode, and here you're competing to be the King of Casino by reaching $10 million. You start out in your hotel room, and you can return here by pressing button 2 while you're on the map screen. In the hotel room, you can see your current stats, change the music, and get your password. Something important to know about the passwords is that when you start the game, you are given 10 continues, and getting a password spends one of those. That basically means it's not worth getting a password unless you've made $1 million. The highest stakes, best return I could find in the game is a $20,000 limit roulette wheel. $720,000 is the most you could reasonably expect to get in a single bet. There are better payouts, but at much, much worse odds. Matching 7 numbers on a Keno board, which has a lower maximum bet, pays out less than that roulette wheel, and the odds of hitting that are 1 in 500,000. It is an absurdly steep hill to climb for your 10 million, and limiting how many times you can save your progress makes it much worse. There's one more thing you can do in the hotel room, and that's call for information on the casinos. They'll tell you how large the casino is, and how many of each type of game they have. All of this is information you can find out by going into the casino, and you're charged $10 for that especially useless bit of information. It doesn't really matter how many blackjack tables a casino has, they all play the same. Every casino has at least some, and the only thing the quantity affects is the spread of table limits. A place that has a lot of slot machines is going to have the cheapest and most expensive, though not necessarily the loosest. When you leave your hotel room, you've got your map of presumably Las Vegas, and it feels so sleazy, we're going to call it Reno. You maneuver around Reno with a cursor, and you can speed up the cursor movement by holding down button 2. Point in a casino and press button 1 to enter it, and then you'll see all of the games available. In a casino, you click on the cashier to exit back to Reno, or click on a table or the giant block of slot machines to play one of those. If you pick the slots, you're then given an option to pick out which machine to play. Let's start with the slot machines. They're all identical. There's 2 different graphics sets that I noticed, but they're both the same fruits. All of the slot machines offer 3 rows of payout. All of the payouts are structured exactly the same. Press button 1 to enter a bet, do it a few times to activate the additional payout rolls, and press button 2 to pull the lever and send the reel spinning. And that's it. The most boring of all the casino games. Well, except Keno. In Keno, you pick out up to 15 numbers, and then the casino picks out 20, and the more of your numbers match, the better the payout becomes. Because of the wide range of possibilities here, the odds are incredibly low while playing Keno. And it has all of the fun of watching your mother fill out her weekly lotto numbers. An event can occur where, while you're playing another casino game, someone will walk over and let you fill out a Keno card. So you'll be given the opportunity to jump right into Keno, even though you selected to play anything else. Naturally, King of Casino offers blackjack. It's all menu-driven, and the weirdest thing about it is how it scrolls up and down, and so they have to show you the dealer's cards in a little spot off to the side. In terms of how it plays, well, everybody does blackjack exactly the same. But here's the poker tables. A game where there's actually some skill involved. Oh, sorry, this is just video poker. You're dealt 5, select which ones you want to keep, draw again, and if your hand is 2 pair or better, then you get some kind of payout. The roulette tables are the only place where King of Casino does anything different from any other casino game available at the time. Similar to an actual casino, the wheel is almost always in motion, so you have to hurry and get your bets down before the dealer stops taking them. And by hurry and get your bets down, I mean press button 1 to bring up the table, and then you've got as much time as you like. This is a double zero wheel, which means that besides the numbers 1 through 36, there's also a 0 and double zero. Those spots are where the casino makes their money, because every other payout is calculated on the zeros not existing. You put your bet down, you hit button 2 to back out, you wait for the ball to land, and then you see if you've made any money. And that is everything in King of Casino. Something that you might have noticed is that the game is almost entirely in English. It seems to have gotten a US release pretty quickly, and for the PC Engine version, there's only a few lines and words that are in Japanese. Now I know this is going to shock you, but King of Casino is a game that has 0 presence in Japan. The best record I could find of anybody interacting with the game was a streamer who was trying to beat every PC Engine game. And according to his personal webpage, at the time of this recording, he's 1 game away from doing it. So, good for you, Rax. Unfortunately, his stream wasn't archived, and I get the impression that he wasn't enthusiastic about it. Probably because he had to play to 10 million. And obviously I hated this thing. It's the embodiment of everything I dislike in a video game. King of Casino can go on the junk pile with the dozens of other identical casino games out there. This is the kind of game that makes me annoyed to own it.